All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Resident Evil Outbreak. I'm slightly out of breath from trying to find the dog right before stream. Fucking running all over the place. I found her. We're good. But I could not find her. It was a struggle, man. It was a real struggle. But we're good now. Doggo drama? Bro, she just did not want to be found, clearly. I don't know what her deal was today. Oh. I don't have the cable for my PS4 controller plugged into my PC. Not that it would be plugged into anything else, of course. Hold on. I'm getting that now. How long do you stream? I go for 3 hours a day. Most days. It's all going wrong. Well, see, I would have remembered that had I not had to run around and find the dog. Alright, crisis averted. We're good now. The controller's wired up. We're good to go. I think we're good to go. Yes, there we go. I was like, if the game wants to capture, because it's finicky these days. It's been a minute. I don't even remember what exactly I was working on, because it's been like 2 weeks since I last got to play Outbreak. It's actually, today is Friday, so it's been more than 2 weeks. Because Requiem came out 2 weeks ago today, and I tried to get like other stuff squeezed in right before it, because I knew it would be like a solid, oh yeah, I'm on a Japanese copy. I forget so easily that my confirm and my back buttons are flipped. I have a save. I have like a mid-scenario save. Okay. What scenario was I in? Glad I can start watching again. I mean, hey, last couple days I played zombies, to be fair. I got off of Requiem the other day. And then, of course, like, oh, I'm in Decisions. Fairly deep into it. From the looks of things. Ooh. But my virus gauge looks immaculate. True, true. I mean, I know everyone loves the Black Ops 7. To be fair, I had like the lowest expectations going into that map, but I ended up having a lot of fun. Like, I found myself this morning just reflecting on it and being like, if I didn't have other things to stream, I would play that today. Okay, I was not ready for you to be there. Hold on. We do a quick reset. Also, my game seems loud as fuck. Just me? Like, super loud. Sheet music incident was decent. I had the lowest expectations. It's fun. It's probably the most underwhelming so far. But something about it does still kind of leave me with that itch of like, yeah, I could play more of that. Oh. Seems a little loud, not a lot. Okay. Just do that. Bump it down a little, not a lot. Come on, Mark. Oh my god, that animation is so long. I was like, oh, I have so much time to squeeze through, but then I took forever just detaching myself from the cupboard, whatever we're calling that. The locker. Chapter is this? This is Decisions. Oh, this is the diagonal one. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh my god. I lost control. Okay. One thing at a time. It has a time limit. Shit. Why is this one so difficult for me? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. No. That was the solve right there. That was it. Oh my god. That last button, I had it. Okay. It's easy. I do it again. Thank god it's such an easy baby puzzle, am I right? Oh my god. Am I right, chat? Oh god. I have never struggled with this bad. Like, this one always messes with me a bit, but never this much. Oh my god, okay. Had to turn on the puzzle brain. Like, really turn it on. That was a lot. I don't know how this works. It toggles the button that you press and anything that touches it diagonally. Is it a good idea to buy RE9 when the gold edition releases someday? I mean, right now, we really have no idea what that's gonna look like. Like, the only announcement as far as DLC goes right now is just there will be a DLC. Although there's also going to be a mini game releasing in May, but that's going to be a free update anyway. So far, all that they've said officially about DLC is that there will be one story expansion for Requiem. And that's the only actual detail that we have on that currently. Poor Yoko. Still very curious about the minigame. Me too. Because, like, I really don't think it's gonna be Outbreak. Or, sorry, Outbreak. Mercenaries. Because that's what I was saying the other day, is, like, if it was Mercenaries, then it would have been like every other time that they've announced a free Mercenaries mode. They would have just said, we're adding Mercenaries.
What happened?
Like, they never beat around the bush like that with Mercenaries stuff. The fact that he said there will be a mini game and didn't elaborate on, or at all, on what it would be, kind of makes me think that it will be something either unexpected or, at the very least, or sorry, something totally new, or at the very least, something very unexpected, is what I meant to say. Is like what that makes me think. I have so much handgun ammo, by the way. I didn't know until just then. I can absolutely start shooting things. I don't need to be dodging so much. Oh yeah, my buttons are all different on Outbreak. Japanese control scheme. Jesus, I can talk today, I swear. Would be raid mode? Raid mode would be interesting. My crazy, like, Hail Mary hope is that it's something similar to RE7's Nightmare DLC, where it's like a sort of like roguelike, wave-based sort of mode. Because that could work for both Grace and Leon gameplay-wise. And when someone in chat said it, like the day of the announcement, I've been fixated on that ever since. Like, they could do a wave-based mode where like all of the progression is per game, like you build up some sort of currency to use on upgrades and like making a unique build every time and whatnot. And that can work for Grace just like it did for Ethan in 7. Or sorry, not Ethan. Clancy, my bad, in 7. And then Leon, you could obviously just pump up like the amount of enemies and the absurdity of it for his version. And it could play well for both of them. And then obviously whatever other characters you might want to add on top of that. That could be really fucking cool. Ever since someone said it, my brain has been stuck on it. I would love that. Sort of like Last of Us 2 No Return. I'm not familiar because I still have not played Last of Us 2. I always used to say I'll play it as soon as it came out on PC. But then The Last of Us 1 got its PC release, and I was like, oh. Okay, maybe not. Shit. I think I got poisoned. The way my controller vibrated makes me feel like I'm poisoned. I am poisoned. Come on, Mark. Oh my god. He loaded that thing like a pro. Jesus Christ. You good? Okay, yeah, those 3 are dead. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Forget how slow Outbreak is to control compared to most tank control resis. It feels so stiff. Like, even in single player, compared to the PS1 games. Like, I try to aim up and shoot really quickly, but because the aim up is so slow, I end up just shooting straight. Okay, I remember, at least last time we ran this, there was... Oh. Well, I do need that, so there goes my handgun ammo. There were blue herbs in here. I know I remember that. But that's the item we needed. Oh, the Easter egg song, Mikkel, could be in your top 5. It's really good. I sent it to False, and she immediately complained to me that it wasn't out on Spotify yet. So I know she liked it, even though she didn't straight up... Or no, she did straight up say it, never mind. She did say that she liked it, and then was like, why is it not on Spotify yet? Because I sent it to her the day of. They always release the soundtrack on Spotify the day later. The map in general has a great soundtrack, to be fair. Like a really damn good one. Even just by normal Treyarch standards, which is saying a lot. Their music team is always putting out some top-notch shit. It's basically a roguelite mode just to experiment with the combat. Okay, yeah. So something similar to that would honestly... Like, if I could choose, or if I could place hope anywhere, it would be for something like that, like, both characters could work within. And then if they wanted to add crazy shit like Xeno or whatever, he could fit in there too. Like, same thing with Leon, just... If he's more powerful, crank up the... like amount of enemies, the difficulty of the enemies, whatever, to fit, it can work. What did you think of the peek I sent you? I mean, I had seen it, but it's very funny. Is the tyrant hanging around? I hope not. Bigger question, was that the third like piece of the daylights? I can talk today. It's going really well, actually. Is this the third component for daylight? I think it is. I normally do this one last, but I may have done things in a different order. I don't know. This is a save continue point from more than 2 weeks ago, so I have no clue what I was doing. Of course you had. I had sent it to her probably like a few months to maybe even a year ago. If she was here, she would remember it. Is False here? Oh, it's her lunch break, so maybe not. Is she lurking? She could vouch, because I remember sending it to her. I'll place it here. Is that all three? Oh my god, that is... I was so close to the end of this already. I'm at 27 or 28 right now. Brother, good luck on the Doomsteel, is all I will say. Because, like... Oh yeah, the power shut down. I got done with Bloodstone a while ago. And... Doomsteel is so painfully slow, and there are a couple of methods that really speed up the process of doing it, but the issue is that both of those methods are fucking awfully boring, like painfully, just horribly unfun. I'll just do the save and quits. The directed mode with Uberklaus save and quits.
For this place being so hectic.
Because that's what I've been doing.
Your progress from here.
And I can only do
I'm grateful for your assistance.
one gun a day, if even.
Daylight is it. The only resource against the T-virus. I cannot give it over to Umbrella. They're the ones responsible for the catastrophe which has befallen the city. In retrospect, that entire T project was a total disaster. Brute force should not be the only criterion for a weapon. It must also be beautiful, unique, and godlike.
Of course. How's the audio now on the game? Still too loud?
Assist me.
Or are we good now?
You're going to play with my ultimate creation.
I forgot to ask after I adjusted it.
Farewell. Almost time.
I have so many guns that aren't gold yet because DLC shit. I was thinking actual high rounds and just killing bears after 16 while working on other golds. Honestly, Mickle, that would be way more fun. I would still tell you to do that. It's not as fast, but you will probably get through the grind faster just because it's more fun. Like, real shit. The Uberklaus one is, like, you go through the Ashes of the Damned stuff until Uberklaus spawns. And you kill him, but you don't kill, like, the little one that pops out. You only kill, like, the big mech suit version. And then you save and quit. You go back in. You shoot him. Or, sorry, no, you don't shoot him. My bad. You save and quit, load back in, leave him alive while clearing out, like, a round's worth. And then once the round progresses, but you're round locked, but once it progresses, shoot the mech suit again. Save and quit, rinse and repeat. And I've been doing that. Holy fuck, it's boring. Like, it actively makes me not want to do it. Guess who doesn't have power at their house? Is it you? There we go. That took a fucking minute. I'm gonna take 2 with me. What am I dropping, though? I guess the assault rifle. Does Outbreak give important context to Requiem? Absolutely not, no. I'll be so real with you, not at all. There was a lot of, like, YouTube content going around saying stuff like that. But to be totally real, a lot of it was like clickbaity and exaggerative. Outbreak really doesn't have much of a story to it. And even what little story there is, like in this scenario, this is probably the most story heavy out of all of them. None of this lore ever comes up again, Requiem included. Like, they just kind of forgot about it after this. Is there another button for the door? Oh yeah, okay, that's the button. So to be totally real, like, no, there's nothing important story-wise about Outbreak. Like the last season of Game of Thrones, we don't talk about that. Not in this house. Someday I gotta watch Game of Thrones with False. She hasn't seen it. She would fuck with it. She would really like Game of Thrones, but she hasn't seen it. I didn't reset because I had Prestige, so I only had Shadow Rift on that save file. What? Until season 5 was great. Yeah, and then like 6 and 7 were pretty good. And then 8 was the last one, right? Or was it the 7th season? That was the last one. Am I misremembering? Like it started going downhill, but it was still pretty damn good compared to most TV. But then the last season was just brutal. Oh, ammo mod camo challenges. Yes. See, I've had my golds done for a while, so I forgot about that. But yeah, that's awful. That happened to me a couple times. Season 8 was insulting. Yeah. Solo finale with Mark again. You know, you boys got it in him, though. We only need one Mark. Jim over Mark? No. No, absolutely not. Mark is the GOAT. Actually, Alyssa is my favorite just because the lockpick is so useful. But behind her, Mark is the GOAT. Even though, like, Kevin is probably better. I love Mark. Look at him. Oh my god, the Tyrant. I remember that music. I know what that music means. Season 6 was like a 5 out of 10? What? Oh, season 6 of Game of Thrones was still way better than most TV I've watched. Although, I don't know, maybe I was just too deep into it at that point. Maybe I just didn't realize. Now the best part of decisions. We wait. If you're not familiar, at this point, literally, that timer in the corner just has to reach 0. You have to be standing in this room when it happens. But you just, once we're here, we just wait for 2 minutes now. It's the best part of this scenario. I do have 2 samples, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to get the extra good ending this time, at the very least. Time for yap then? Yeah, it just becomes a just chatting stream at this point. Ayo? What are we ayoing? What do you mean? If you take the vaccine and get knocked, you're soft locked? You know, that kind of makes sense, actually. That's funny that there is no, like, I guess, safeguard around it. But I could see that, because with the virus gone, after you take a sample of it, normally going down just accelerates the rate of your infection. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I appreciate it. No virus gauge, no death. That's kind of funny, though. Does the recent RE trilogy have the best stories in the franchise, with maybe CV and 2? No. But I don't think any of the RE games, aside from, like, maybe 2, even have particularly good stories. I guess one is, like, RE1 has a good story for what it is. There's not really a whole lot to dig into. I feel like RE1, though, is more like the idea is good rather than the way that it's told is good. Although, I like the way it's told, too. But really, I mean, I might sound crazy, but I feel like RE2 is probably the only story in the series that is, like, actually pretty good.
Go there. We don't have much time. Hurry.
Aside from that, the stories are kind of just there for the sake of being fun and for, like, giving purpose to everything. But really, at least for me, RE is such a gameplay and, like, atmosphere franchise. I've never gotten too into the stories outside of, like, I love the characters. I think it's one of those kind of like Marvel movies, weird comparison, where, like, the story isn't particularly great if you really get down to it and start analyzing it and stuff, but the way that it's told and the likability, we'll go with it, of the characters really carries and makes it, I guess, worth investing into. But realistically, RE2 is probably the only one with, like, a genuinely good story. At least if I had to choose one, I would say 2. OG RE4 is basically Leon's one-liners. Yeah. RE4 is a great example of, like, the idea behind RE4's story is so fucking good. But then the way that it's told really just doesn't live up to that idea. And I feel like a lot of RE has that, where, like, the idea is so good, but then the story itself is kind of just okay. I can at least, yeah, stick those in there. But no, I would, like, now that Requiem is out, I don't think Requiem is, like, part of a trilogy with 7 and 8. James already said it. I was gonna say, like, I feel like 7 and 8 are kind of a duology. They're kind of just like the Ethan Winters games. And then 9 is, as of right now, in its own category, kind of separate from the others. Although, if anything, 9 is most, like, associated with the original trilogy in terms of the connections and stuff to it. Although, now that I say that, now that I've said the connections out loud, there's also a lot in 9 that's pulling from the Ethan Winters games, to be fair. But I feel like a lot of that is, like, the background stuff, so it's hard to really say. It's hard to quantify it. And I'm not the biggest RE lore guy, so I'm probably not the one to quantify it. Mark. Wrong button. Japanese control scheme. Jesus, I keep forgetting. Damn it, Mark. Forgot about this strat here. Uh-oh. Fuck. My run is still fine. Mark? Okay, the auto aim is not working from this far out. Oh shit. How is my health? I cannot be that okay right now. I'm actually doing pretty okay. Oh shit. That's gonna hurt. Get up. Okay, thank God. Damn, dude. Still in orange. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Really? Wait, actually? Well, shit. Okay. Mark is the tank. Fair. But man, he can take a lot of punishment from a super tyrant, huh? That's crazy. That is wild that he can just take that many hits from the mutated tyrant and still be going. This fake out is still great. That fake out is still so funny to me. The little half credits, the helicopter coming in, and then boom. Round 2. Huge. Shit. Got your ass. The insta-kill. That is one of my favorite RE tracks ever, to be honest. The Phase 2 Tyrant track. I can't remember the name of it. But that's just one of my favorite RE songs in general, now that I've played Outbreak.
Please, Lord, never again.
What caused the tragic events which claimed the lives of so many Raccoon City citizens is still
Potholes being
It's
created.
clear as day. It's us, mankind.
But what about the economy? I don't think Mark is worried about the economy right now. What's that Jaden Smith clip? What is it that he says in that one? RE10 protagonist. Mark would be a good one. I forget. Did Eiichiro Sasaki end up directing anything else after Outbreak? Oh! Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he absolutely did end up directing another RE game. I was like, I know that that name goes beyond just Outbreak. Why do I know that? Those who knows. Yeah. He's the director of RE6. I googled just his name and immediately got a picture of him like in an interview for RE6 with the logo behind him. It was just like, oh, that's right. He directed Outbreak 1 and Resident Evil 6. Maybe he did Outbreak File 2 as well. I can't remember. Hold on, I'll check that. Oh yeah. He did also direct File 2. He's never working on RE again. I wonder if he does still work at Capcom, actually. I can find out. He does! He still works at Capcom, but he has not worked on a Resident Evil game since RE6. His most recent thing that he directed was the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. The recent like re-release of all the MVC games, he directed that apparently. He was the lead on that project recently. Which granted is just a bunch of ports of old fighting games, but he does still work there. How do you direct a collection? Because you still have a team working on it who needs coordination, who needs that structure. RE96 is the most underrated with Code Veronica. Code Veronica, I'm with you. I don't feel like the original RE is very underrated. I feel like it's mostly very well liked and respected. The only issue that I have in regards to like community sentiment towards the original RE1 is when people say that remake like totally invalidates it and eliminates any reason to go back and play the original. I feel like that's a crazy take, but I hear people say it all the time. I watched a video about the composer for RE1, and the story is mental. Like, what the fuck do you mean he lied about being deaf and had a ghostwriter? Yeah, that's why they did a new soundtrack for Director's Cut DualShock Edition. That is why they had to redo the soundtracks, because they found out that the ghostwriter had plagiarized almost all of the soundtrack. For my money, the most underrated, at least mainline Resident Evil, because spin-offs start to become very easy to say they're underrated just because they don't get as much attention. If I were picking out of the mainline games, I would say Zero is definitely the most underrated, because Zero is pretty good. Like, it's the weakest of the tank control entries in my mind, but it's still a really good game, and people talk about it like it's total dog shit. Like, the way that the community shits on that game is crazy to me. Is Zero mainline? Yeah. Unfortunately. For lack of an item box? Yeah. Typically, the things that come up are no item box, backtracking, which I don't even feel like Zero has the worst backtracking out of the classic era. That's probably Code Veronica. And the enemy design, which is... The enemy design in Zero is pretty bad, to be fair. That is really rough. Clearly forgot about the Queenie line. It's true. Here's some long credits, huh? These are some long credits. It's a lot of VAs. I have to get a lot. Come on. How is the weather? Oh, it looks like we're at the end, chat. Hold on. So I was taking a second to take a glance at comments on the Requiem video. Here we go.
Target will soon be in visual range.
Wind in the UK has been insane. It's been insane here too.
Minutes left to get out of there. Roger.
We had like a wind advisory today because the wind is so crazy.
Here are today's results. It's been 6 months, but the number's still the same. There's no way people could sustain life there.
Not humans, no.
Sir, there's a call for you from the head office.
Put it through.
We'll start at noon, as scheduled. Is everything ready?
Yes, we'll be dropping 2 for each, beginning with sample T4. The rest will follow at 15-minute intervals.
It's a nice F-22 model. To be fair, it's a CG model. Okay, wait. Retroactively coming back to this, that is kind of interesting. Okay, wait. How did I not think of that when I played Requiem? Outbreak in that ending sets up like this little tease that Umbrella was still actually operating within Raccoon City after its destruction. Like they still had personnel there who were conducting research and stuff even after the destruction. Which, like, retroactively with Requiem now in the mix is more interesting, because for like 20 years, that little tease never got any follow-up in this series. Like, that just never went anywhere, right? But now Requiem, even though it doesn't directly follow up on that, because Requiem's continuity says that, like, Ark was already there. And don't they also say that the destruction of Raccoon City was like a play by the Connections to be able to swoop in and steal Ark from Umbrella in the wake of the destruction? Maybe I'm misremembering that plot point. I mean, I played the game 3 times just recently, so probably not, but maybe I'm misremembering that. But interesting. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it still doesn't like one-to-one line up, but it's interesting to go back and now, instead of looking at that and being like, oh, they just never followed up on that, it is like, oh, that did kind of come back up in Requiem, at least in a way, if not exactly that. What is this one? Just character CG image? Oh, it's all the characters. Okay. I'm glad I checked. I was like, do I have to purchase hard mode from the shop? I do. I'm glad I checked that. Purchase that. Zombie model. Still so many unanswered questions about the villains in Requiem. I don't know if I would necessarily say a lot of them are unanswered, because the thing with Requiem is that it puts a lot of the stuff there and kind of leaves you to put the pieces together with most of it, as opposed to like spelling it out for you directly. But some questions are definitely intentionally left. Like, why is there a Wesker clone? That the why is kind of more important than the what in that case. Like, once you establish that he is a clone, you're just like, okay, why is there a clone? That is definitely left unanswered and will most likely be important going forward. False a few minutes ago said improvise, and I don't know what she's talking about. Sorry. No, how do I get the... I need the proper unlockables list from Google. Ironically, the IGN one is still the best one that I've found, after doing a lot of digging to find all of them. Aha, okay. Okay. So, hard mode probably is the way to go. One of these is a bit weirdly worded. Okay, yeah, there are a bunch of unlocks for just playing in hard mode, even aside from... What's it? You were complaining about the credits. Oh. Even aside from... My brain today is struggling. Holy fuck. Aside from very hard mode, which unlocks after beating every scenario once on hard mode. You know of SP items? I know of them, but I'm not focused on them right now. I wish they at least mentioned Jake. Bro, I swear, like, Jake and Helena will never come up again. They are just straight up, like, never going to be even mentioned in this franchise again at this rate. I keep waiting, thinking, like, at some point, one of them is gonna pop up. If not in a mainline game, like in a spin-off or a movie or something. But no, they just... No, they're being left behind, man. I thought that about everybody in Outbreak, then Alyssa popped up. Fair. It could happen, but like at this rate, just nothing. The RE6 newcomers got left in the dust. Josh was data mined for Reverse, but the game failed. I didn't know that Josh was data mined for it. It's kind of interesting, because from what I was finding while researching the game, apparently the only like major planned updates past the Village update that did come out prior to the support for the game getting cut off were all supposed to like tie into spin-offs that were slotted to come out, or like new titles. But then the support for the game got killed, as did most of those spin-offs and stuff. So I wonder if Josh maybe made an appearance somewhere else in like one of those planned spin-offs, and his release in Reverse would have been a tie-in. Because like Reverse was also supposed to launch with Revelations 3 content in it, but then Rev 3 got canceled. So apparently like a few characters, and I believe it was 2 maps, had to be cut from the game right before it came out. Which is part of the content problem that game had. Apparently Rev 3's cancellation kind of fucked them on that. Because they had a lot of content made that they then couldn't use. Because Capcom was like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. Josh is the elite commander in Requiem. To be honest, there are people out there who would absolutely prefer to believe that than it being Hunk. There are people who would way prefer that to be the case, for whatever reason. I wonder if they'll plan to do spin-offs in the future. Probably not. At least right now, it seems like no. Because Capcom, like, company-wide right now, has shifted on spin-offs and is basically just in the, what's it? In the mindset of, we're not doing spin-offs anymore. Only like big, large budget releases. We're not wasting resources on smaller side projects anymore. Just how popular is the name Joshua? I worked with 2 originally, 3, but he left. Joshua was an insanely popular name. I don't think it is like right now. but a lot of people like in their, I don't know, late 20s to 30s, mid to late 20s to 30s
You eating anything? Hey, Bob.
are named Joshua
where's
or
your
Josh.
mind at?
What?
I'm looking it up because I'm curious now. It remains popular in the US as of 2024 to 25 data, but it's like at the bottom edge of the top 100.
Who is this guy?
But it was like a top 10 for a while. Top 10
You all right?
boy name in the US for a bit. So there's a ton of Joshuas, but it's declining in popularity. Popular names now. I'm kind of curious. Are all derivatives of Aiden? Popular baby names. 2025, I guess, because they've got the full year of data. Really? Chat, take a guess. What? Take a guess, chat, on the top 3 male baby names.
Did you find anything?
As of last year. I'm fucking shocked, actually. Like, I'm genuinely very surprised. Cedric? No. No Cedric. Gerald? No. Hayden? Caden? Braden? None of those. Jebediah? I wish. Christopher? No. Get this, okay, chat? Top 3 boy names last year, as in like babies being named last year, being born and named last year. The top 3 most common were number 3, Oliver, was the 3rd most popular in the US last year. Number 2 was Noah, and number 1 was Liam. Get this, right? Like even beyond that, number 4, Theodore.
Hey there.
Theodore. Leon, I wish. I would not have guessed any of those names. I don't believe that. I was shocked when I saw it. The rest of the top 10 mostly makes sense. Others are still kind of like, really? But most of the rest of it makes perfect sense. Just those top names are wild. Like number 5, James. Number 6, Henry. Number 7 is Mateo. 8, Elijah. 9, Lucas. 10, William. Name popularity is such a crazy thing. Like the way that it swings around like that. It's so interesting because a lot of the babies being born last year would be from like largely like early end to mid end Gen Z parents, right?
Here's what I'm thinking.
My coworker is pregnant and she's naming him Mateo. What the fuck? Where's this key? Does anyone have this key? Oh my god, this guy had it. I didn't know that was a location.
Hello there.
I've never seen that one.
Hey there.
With a lot of Aiden derivatives, seems Gen Z is more creative with their naming. It's interesting just seeing names like Oliver and Theodore and Henry.
Oh my god.
in the top 10 seems so bizarre.
Oh my god.
For like my generation to be naming their kids. That's why I refused Leon, but Leon is such a good name too, and it's not very common. Come on, she has a kid named Oliver too? Are you fucking kidding me? Those are all quite old-fashioned names. Okay, so it's not just me, because that's what I was gonna say. Like, what's with the random swing among like Gen Z parents going back to like what I would think of as being older names? That's so interesting and unexpected.
It's over.
Right? And then there's a lot of it in the girl names too. Like, I'll read off some of the top 10 that stand out to me. Amelia, Charlotte, Isabella, Evelyn.
Oh my god.
A lot of the girl names make more sense, to be fair. There's a lot of like Olivia, Emma, Ava, names that I'm like, yeah, those were common even like when I was in school. There were a shit ton of all of those. The boy names fucking jump scared me there though. Shit. Oh, wrong button. JP controls.
We have to go. Yeah.
I have a first aid spray. I'm so shook by this list.
I will survive.
That's good. Haven't met too many people with that name. Bro, what? When I was in school, there were so many Sams. Boys, particularly. Samantha, as like a girl name, was also fairly common, but Sam was probably like a top 3 boy name when I was in school. Unbelievable amount of Sams. Like, up there with, like, Jack. Jack was, like, the biggest one, though. Although, to be fair...
Oh my god.
Jack is also, like, commonly used as a nickname for John. Like, a lot of the Jacks that I knew in high school were actually named John and just went by Jack, right?
Bastard!
A lot of Samuels here. Yeah. Yeah, a ton. Sam was super common when I was in school. Jack was like the undisputed king though, whether that was their actual first name or a nickname. I swear, like every other dude that I met in school was named Jack.
Did you find it?
I did find it. Mia is a top 5 girl name as of last year, apparently. Why is John nickname, or why is Jack a nickname for John? Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know either, to be honest. Like, I don't know where that came from. Because it's not like it's a name that needs to be shortened. You know, like it's already a 1-syllable name that you're shortening to another 1-syllable name.
All right.
That still has the same first letter. Like, what is the purpose? You know?
Come on.
There's nothing in here but handgun ammo.
What?
Just like Dick and Richard, it happens. That's crazy, man. That is so wild. That whole list is crazy.
What's wrong?
Bro. They also have like predictions for what will be the most popular names in 2026 on here. I scrolled down a tiny bit.
Don't know what
This outlet at least predicts that Atticus will be a top 3 baby name this year. There's no way. Where are they even getting that from? Are they just pulling that out of their ass? What? Atticus? Where is that coming from? Maeve? They have Maeve in the top 10 baby names for predictions this year?
Oh my god.
There's no way. There's no fucking shot that Atticus and Maeve are about to be like super popular baby names this year. There's no fucking way. I don't believe either of those. Mabel. None of the other ones are that crazy in like their top 20 predictions, which has both boy and girl names on it, the top 20 predictions. But Atticus and Maeve are crazy to me. There's no way. None of the others really jump out. But there's no shot that those are going to be like the most popular names in the US this year. I'm going back for that shotgun, by the way. I can't help myself. I do like Atticus. Bro, to me, Atticus is like so old-timey. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. That means Jebediah will come back in style too. Bro, some of those old like biblical names like Jebediah are honestly kind of badass. Like I talk about it all the time, but I knew this one guy in high school, or at least like I had a couple classes with him. His name was Enoch. I was like, that's a dope fucking name. Spelled E-N-O-C-H. I was like, that's a really cool name. Legitimately. Some of those names are kind of badass. Oh, this is the forklift key location on hard mode. Okay. Okay, Jehovah. I don't know if I'm on the same page with Jehovah. Genova? No. You do not want to name your kid Genova. You do not. You do not. There's no way that you are being serious. You'd be surprised at some of the names that have biblical meaning. I mean, yeah, like John was also one of the most popular names when I was a kid. When I was in school, there were a fuck ton of Johns everywhere. That's a biblical name. Matthew. Like a lot of the popular English names, even to this day, are biblical names. But typically, like the super recognizable common ones, right? Like John, Matthew, Mark.
Not sure.
Mark is a biblical name.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Not so much like the Old Testament style. You know, there's not a whole lot of like Abraham, Enoch. There's some Elijah. Elijah was like not necessarily common, but not uncommon when I was a kid. I knew some Elijahs when I was a kid.
Hello there.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Adam. I forget Adam is one. I was even sitting here like thinking of the super common ones. I forgot Adam.
Good.
Told my parents I liked that name when I was a kid, and they didn't like that. What's wrong with Lucius? Where your parents just like, that's too close. Can't be having that.
Hi.
I didn't really know any Eves
I don't think so.
when I was in school. I knew a ton of Adams growing up, but not many Eves.
I don't know.
Now that I think about
Here's
it.
what I'm thinking.
Is that a first aid spray? Oh, she's gonna grab it, okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. Did you find it?
At least with this scenario, does Gabriel count? Yeah, Gabriel,
Hey there.
Michael, Mike, shortened to Mike commonly, but Michael is a Bible name. A ton of the popular English names are Bible names still.
We have to go.
Kevin!
There seems to be no choice.
Don't worry, man, I got you. Don't get eaten by birds. We're told a specific time. Oh, that if they didn't have a kid by, they should stop trying. And I happened to come, or I happened to be after that date. Those fuckers gave me a name that means God has given. I think Cole is supposed to mean something similar, if I'm not mistaken. I think that the like meaning behind the name
Here's what I'm thinking.
is something like God's gift or some shit like that. I don't know. My parents told me about it when I was younger, and I've not bothered to look at it since. But like when I was a kid and I found out that names had meanings.
Hello.
And they were just like, oh yeah, yours means this. And I think it was something to the extent of like God's gift. And I was like, oh. Victory of the people. Way off. They could have been off too. I could be remembering it right and they just had it wrong. To be fair. What's your actual name? Cole.
This area will be closed off soon.
Without the H.
Please proceed to this checkpoint immediately.
Channel name minus H.
If you do not leave the area in time, we cannot guarantee your safety.
Victory of the people. I have a very uncommon name. Kind of rare, but funny thing is, a few times I saw someone with it. They also shared a surname. That would be weird. I guess it depends how common or uncommon the surname is, too. But that would be very weird. That's not what I had in mind. Kevin, it's too early to go down. Get your ass up. Come on, man. I got you. We're going.
I guess.
Ow. Go on, Kevin. I've got your back. What the fuck are you doing, Kevin?
Please help!
Oh my god, is he gonna die? Kevin, I swear to God, man.
Ow.
Come on, jump it. Okay, he's going.
What?
Fuck! Kevin! Kevin, no! Kevin, no. Oh my god. Did Cindy just heal me? She did. What a goat. You've survived too many of these. I'm starting to think you planned them for almost that caught me so off guard. That was absolute gold. Well, I guess it's just us now, Cindy. God damn. be funnier if that was an actual player. False had a couple deaths to that similar sort of thing. Yeah, she rage quit off the game once because of that.
I'm surprised.
Although I think it was on Hellfire, not Outbreak.
We need all the help we can get. Now,
I think it was that one little bit in Hellfire where you go around the building on like the ledge. I think she got knocked off of that by a bird and rage quit. We both had some rage quits while recording this game because especially like we went in blind. Neither of us had played it before. And bro, this game.
Hello there.
Is that a fucking ant?
Don't come any closer.
Excuse me.
What should I do? I have this feeling. Help me!
Cindy, for the love of God. I refuse to on stream. Why? Whenever you do Resi False, we could do this on your stream if you wanted.
No, no, this can't be.
Scissor Worm is the name of this enemy.
Oh god, they're getting closer. We gotta go now.
So the best thing to do there is just to ignore them. I kind of forget that you get like an invincibility state while pushing the car. You'll never be able to talk to me about RE9. See, you say that. Oh, great. For this too, huh?
No.
Thank you, Capcom.
Hey!
Well, this will be fun.
What's wrong?
Oh my god.
What's that? Oh god. No, this can't.
When we did this, it was just zombies. Yeah, I'm on hard mode. This is my first go at hard mode. And apparently we've got some enemy replacements. Oh!
Hey, listen, you should go now.
Complete with cutscene swap even.
That's a fuel tank. Leak the gas. Use it to burn these bastards.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The cutscene swap is the craziest part. Jesus Christ, what were these things? Scissor worm. I'm gonna stick with ants. They're ants.
Hey there.
I'm swapping the magazine for his shotgun. Oh my god. And the red herb for his lighter. They're very easy to run around, thankfully. Super tanky, but really, really easy to get around. Said they're earwigs. Oh. That might actually be what they are. We need Wesker's eye laser. Bro, genuinely. Cindy, don't run there. Thank you. Honestly, it's not that much harder on hard mode. The enemy swap scared the shit out of me. They have a cutscene for this one too. Okay, that's cool as fuck. That they not only swap out the enemies on higher difficulties, but also have alternate versions of the cutscenes to reflect the enemy swaps. All right, that's pretty fucking cool, Capcom. This is the only time they do this? You're lying to me. Is actually a Sig Sauer P232. I don't even know that gun. I'm gonna have to look that up because what? What is the P232? 232, you said. Oh my god, you're right. That is her gun. Huh. Okay, maybe I want one. You can get one chambered in 32 ACP instead of the 380 auto. You can get one that's in 32. Maybe I want one. False. How much are they? I closed my tab already. How much would one of those run me? I might be buying a gun. Again. Cindy? Oh, I hear her. She's behind me. Don't make us go on financial audit for your gun. I won't. Most of the time that I pull out of buying a gun is because they're too expensive a lot of the time. Like, too expensive to justify.
This is the Raccoon City Police Department. Please try to stay calm.
There is a European version, but with no online functionality.
Everyone here as quickly as possible.
When I say that they're too expensive to justify, I mean like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
That's it then? Get in, please.
How much about do these cost? I'm going on Gunbroker.
Too dangerous. We're taking side streets.
I'm taking a peek at the price.
Another barricade. As you can see, there are too many roadblocks. I'm afraid you'll have to get out and continue on foot.
They're kind of all over the... Oh, because they're bidding. Yeah. I was like, the prices are all over the fucking place. It seems like they're like...
Oh my god.
600-ish on average. It might be a bit too much. That might be in my category of too much.
No way.
You underestimate how much I spend on you. It's true. She fucking bought that new Diablo 2 release for me just for the bit. While I was talking about how I can't mention shit around her or she'll buy it for me.
I have this feeling. Yes.
We just have knives here. I'm in America, brother, of course. So Link? No. No. I don't even know all the specifics. I'm broke and I still bought a modern production high power clone.
That's an order I never want to experience.
600 for a gun, man. I have a Glock. I need nothing more. I would, but I don't need it. I don't need it.
What's taking
I
so
never
long?
carry
Hurry
anyway.
up.
I fucking went through all the trouble of getting my concealed carry permit. I never carry.
Hurry! This way! Okay, it's done! Eric! What should I do?
You can carry here for the heckies? No, I need a license there. I looked. I looked because it's state to state for carry laws. And even if it is permitted, like in North Carolina, you can conceal carry, but you need to have a license there. And my Minnesota CCW license will not carry over to North Carolina. I would have to go do like all the classes and the process there again if I wanted to carry legally there. I thought you could as long as it's not hidden. Well, yeah, but you don't want to open carry. Open carry is a very bad idea. It's legal some places, mostly down south, but it's a bad idea. It is ill-advised to open carry. Also, damn. A lot of them are aggressive this time around. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I just dropped the other thing I need. Oh my god, I'm gonna go down. Cindy! It's gonna be okay, I swear.
Yes.
Holstered Requiem? Bro, I don't think Requiem is legal, even down there. I don't think I could open carry that down there. Oh my god, dude. Why do you think it's a bad idea? I personally think it is, but what is your reason? It's asking for trouble. Like, even, not even just like straight up like violent sort of trouble, but like legally. Even if you're in an open carry state, like even if you legally can open carry, a lot of cops will stop you and want to talk to you if you're open carrying, regardless of where you live.
I'm getting too old for this.
Isn't legal at all in the US, considering it's Russian made using 12.75 but it can, which can pierce APC armor. Yeah. You and my dad can have matching holsters. No, I have a conceal holster.
This was just a horrible situation from
I have a
the
little
start.
sneaky holster.
But the battlefield is always there to deal with.
I never carry though.
And you must always fight to win.
Like, when I was like 20, I was like, I really want to get my concealed carry permit, and I did, and I went through all that.
Pentagon announced that radioactive
I consistently
waste has
carried
been
for
leaked
like
throughout Raccoon City.
maybe half a
In
year
accordance with
after
US
that.
safety regulations, the city has
I
been
almost
placed under
never ever
quarantine,
carry
and the
anymore.
army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
I sometimes do. But, like, on rare occasions. If I'm going downtown, I do. If I'm gonna be in North Minneapolis, I do. If I'm, like, going out for casual dinner in some random suburb or something like that, like, no. You got a 19? You see, I love that among gun guys, you can say just, I have a Glock, and everyone's like, you have a 19? Yes, I do have a 19. That's why it's funny, but yes. Yes, I do. That's one of the hard mode scenarios done, and that should have been my third scenario as Mark for that one, like, gallery artwork. You're no fun. Hey, some would say that the sneaky holster is more fun. Oh, look at him. That is some crazy concept art. Why is his head? Just all of his proportions in that art feel weird as fuck to me. Although, to be honest, his body matches pretty well. It's just at a different... It might just be the angle, actually. Now that I'm flipping back and forth, I think it is just the angle. More than anything. Alright. Guess who's next on the complete 3 scenarios list? I could buy more, actually. It's some people's favorite, Jim. Little Hunter concept art. Bro, the Hunter concept art for this game looks way better than the in-game model. Holy shit. That Hunter looks fucking sick. That's crazy. The in-game model does not look that good. That's the boss from the end of Below Freezing Point. That's also some great concept art. And then what is this one? I can't tell from the thumbnail. Oh, the Leech Man from the Hive. 17 has a longer barrel and a longer grip. I wanted the 17, but I got talked out of it because it's so impractical to conceal by comparison. These residents are evil. That Leech Man is fucking evil. Looks like one of the jar people from Elden Ring. I'm glad they don't look like that in game. What? They look sick there. Those were nasty. Man, you guys are no fun. Those were fucking sweet. So you have a blacktail? What is the blacktail? I don't think it... It's not a Glock, is it? No, okay. I didn't think so. I'm like, what? That doesn't sound right. Unless I'm just crazy. It's a Springfield Armory XD9, according to my quick Google search. But they changed the grip, according to one guy on Reddit. It's the XD9, but they changed the grip on it. It's a Glock? I didn't think it was a Glock. As a Glock owner, Although they do have like a similar looking frame, to be fair. Blam! We don't have a gun culture here. Man, we have like the gun culture here.
There's no turning back now. But it'll all be worth it.
Now that you've reviewed Requiem, what's your favorite game in the franchise? Not Requiem. I really liked Requiem, but it's not even in the running for my favorite. RE1 or 2 Remake still would be my favorite. Oh yes, Jim.
Uh-huh.
And his lucky coin. Heads!
Listen to me!
And then how do I... I think 4-Make is my favorite. I could see that.
What's wrong with this
4-Make is like...
stupid
It's my third favorite.
piece of junk?
But
It's losing electric pressure.
I lean way more towards the survival horror than the
just find
action
another way
horror.
out of here.
Does your Glock say Austria or USA? USA. Survivor 2 has a special place in Chole's heart.
Just do it.
And we're with Alyssa.
Never.
That pipe might be handy, actually. I can't. There we go. No, Alyssa, you bitch. You stop. Thank you. Thank you. It's funny to me how you guys talk guns so casually.
Go to hell.
We got guns, man. To be fair, even like most people in the US don't really know shit about guns. Like even despite our reputation, it's not something that most people have much knowledge about. And even then, most people's knowledge of it is limited to like what they see in media.
What is that capsule?
Wait. Are you after this too? You are, aren't you? Oh, you are so...
Stop it.
And also, despite our reputation, in most states, it's pretty
Don't play the
strict.
innocent little girl with me.
Like gun
You can't
ownership and
fool
stuff
me.
like that.
You could never fool me.
Like, I'm from Minnesota.
But
It's pretty
maybe we
strict
can work
here.
something out. Give me your ID card. Yoko, you little lifesaver. I'm so glad we had this chance to catch up.
In Alberta, Canada was super fun. Going to a gun range and renting
Have a
is
nice life.
a lot of fun.
What's left of it?
Like renting stuff that you couldn't otherwise own. It's a great time. Hot Fuzz was a documentary, actually. I believe it. It says freedom. I wish.
Hey!
Oh my god, there's a handgun here? You know what, Alyssa? You can have this pipe. Or George. George can have that pipe.
Are you alright?
I'm alright.
Find it.
No, not yet. Are you feeling alright?
Did you say what's that bitch's
I
problem?
just had a thought.
Nice piece of booty, though.
Are you all right?
Okay, never mind. Maybe Jim is the goat.
No, not yet. Man, I cleaned up.
That's me, the shiznit.
Excuse me.
Dear God. Hey! No!
Hey!
Is that about to...
Hey there!
Listen to me! Listen to me! What?
I can get anything so long as it's registered and I have the money. Yeah, Florida's gun laws have just been getting progressively crazier. Like, they were already... Florida was known for being very lax about it. Oh, I'm here? Well, shit, okay.
Uh-huh. What?
Umbrella number 3. Already got it.
Hey there.
Hi.
Huh?
What is this on the ground? A knife?
Hey there.
Could actually be really helpful. I think it's better to just combine the herbs and carry it.
Huh?
What's wrong? Damn it! Damn it!
Just finished Remake. It was the last game in the mainline series I hadn't played. I'm gonna do a Chris run soon. I love Remake so much.
Go to hell!
Hey! Why the fuck is she like that? Why does she say that stuff to me, man? She's actually the worst.
Did you find anything new?
I found something weird.
I saw people on Twitter talking about how much Alyssa was like disrespected in Requiem and all that. She deserved it. When she just randomly walks into a room and yells at me to go to hell. She deserved it, absolutely.
No shit.
That is not the chemical that we need. I didn't think so. Got my map. Oh. Is that shotgun ammo? Oh, that's handgun ammo. Oops. Okay, well, I don't really need the knife if I've got ammo.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go this way. Disrespected how? She has like 5 seconds of screen time. One of them that I saw was saying that they like assassinated her character, to which I was kind of like, what character?
Just do it.
But then another was saying that they basically pulled like a Last of Us 2 Joel moment with her, which is kind of true, but like she was not a character that was in any way in like a similar position to Joel.
Excuse me.
Relative to this franchise, right? Like, there are a lot of Outbreak fans, but they make up a very small group of the overall Resident Evil fan base. And Alyssa is one of the 8 characters from this game. Joel was like the main character of the one game that came prior to The Last of Us 2. So to try to equate those is crazy to me.
Hey! No shit.
I need the code for in there, but I don't remember where you get that. Realize how little unlockable content there is in Remake? Only 2 skins for each character and only 2 unlockable guns. I mean, if you're coming off of the newer titles, then by comparison, yeah. But back in that era of the franchise, that was kind of all there was for really any of those titles. Like, original RE1 had 1 unlockable costume per character. Only the 1. And then the only unlockable weapon was the infinite ammo rocket launcher. And beyond that, there was... That was it. 0634. Shit. Shit. Damn it, dude. Get off of me. Jesus. Whoops. I'm still bleeding. You want unlockables, play this one. True. Actually. This is the game with all the unlockables. I'm gonna be here forever. But yeah, like RE2 also had, well no, RE2 had 2 costumes per character, but then only like 2 unlockable weapons. Or no, 3. Wow, one of them was just an infinite ammo variation of a gun that's already in the main game, to be fair. So technically 2, technically 3, depending how you want to look at it. Just at that point in Resident Evil, that was kind of all there was when it came to unlockables.
Hey!
Is this even the code for this room? It is, thank God. Oops. Huge. Alyssa, get your ass in gear. We're leaving. See you around, Mr. Brisket. Have a good rest of your day. Just be chatting complete nonsense about any new game that comes out. Yeah. I do 5 and 6 before I play any side games for the first time. Good luck with 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are both games that can be very enjoyable for like one playthrough. But I am dreading the completion process for both of them, to be honest. Just because I will have to spend a lot more time. Or, sorry, invest a lot more than just one playthrough into them. I've been tempted to 100 every RE game, not gonna lie. Especially, like, the main numbered entries in this series, I feel like even 0, they all have such good 100%. 5 and 6, we'll see. I haven't tried, but just the thought of spending that much time playing like RE5 even, and I like RE5 a lot more than 6, but just the thought of playing 5 like over and over and over and over and over, I kind of dread that. Because 5 and 6 are both the kind of games that I'm like, yeah, I do enjoy playing them once in a while, right? Like, play them once, maybe don't touch them for a few years, then go back and maybe play them once again. But the thought of just grinding RE5 and 6, I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. I also have to do the same thing for Operation Raccoon City. So that will likely also be an adventure.
Hey there! What's wrong?
Which version of 4? 04? It's 05, but Steam version, yeah. Definitely the current PC version of 4 is the best version of 4. For sure.
Dear God.
I'm aware of the RE4 GameCube purists. I know of them. I know a couple of them, even. I just don't agree with them. I think the current PC release is definitely the best version of RE4 on the market. Isn't the GameCube version the hardest? Apparently, I only just found out about that. Like, the actual balancing of the game is different in the GameCube version compared to, like, any later re-release. That I didn't know. I was not aware of that until, like, just the other day. The red 9 damage is boosted on which version? On GameCube version? Okay, yeah, I didn't think you could combine them, but I thought maybe Outbreak did some wacky shit. There's another zombie.
What?
Excuse me.
Stop.
No shit.
Alyssa, hang in there. Uh-oh.
They're not stopping.
Just do it.
Oh, it's Yoko zombie. I was like, that was Yoko right there. She's zombie. Gonna pop that bitch real quick.
Stop complaining. Hey!
Quit your bitching, Yoko, or Alyssa. Let's move. Let's move. The Steam version has higher red 9 damage. Interesting. It makes me want to whip out the old GameCube version. I am like, I don't know if it comes across in the videos. I tried to kind of contain myself. But legitimately, the weapon balance of RE4 is something that I am so fascinated by. So just you saying that immediately has me like, man, maybe I gotta go back and see the difference between like the pre-buff and post-buff red 9. Oh yeah, the wrench is used for these, isn't it? I always think that it's for the thing out there, but it's not, and I know better this time.
Just do it.
My Resident Evil hot take is that I think 4-Make is a significantly better game than the original. I think both are about equal, because I think 4-Make's like core gameplay loop is so much better, and I think 4-Make's balancing is also so much better. But then like some of the encounters in OG RE4, just when I'm playing that game, they hit just right. And there are some like that in 4-Make as well, but like I really can't say that I like one more than the other. I really do like them equally. Played OG4 on PS2 and was very disappointed. No. The PS2 version is the worst version. No. That's the bad version of RE4.
Come on, come on! It won't move. Why? Oh, give me a break.
The Wii version exists. The Wii version is better than the PS2 version. Because it's built off of the GameCube version, and as much as I don't like the aiming as much, it is largely the GameCube version, just with very gimmicky motion controls that I'm not a fan of, but like,
here's something bizarre.
if you're into that, it's fun. But even just like objectively from a hardware and like technical perspective, the Wii version is better than the PS2 version.
No time left.
What happened?
Back in the day, that was the only version I could play. Yeah, that was the position most people were in, because no one had a fucking GameCube, and that's why the Resident Evil deal with Nintendo was such a big deal. Like, that's why it was so noteworthy back when it happened. It was because it went from PlayStation, like the platform that nearly everyone was on, to the GameCube, which fucking no one bought back in the day. Right? What makes RE4 PS2 so bad? What? Technically, like even that's when I was saying like the technical side of things, just like the pure objective stuff.
Just do it.
The PS2 version had to be downgraded pretty significantly because it was a much weaker system than the GameCube hardware-wise. And RE4 was kind of pushing the limits on the GameCube as it was. So like the textures, the sound quality, like all sorts of stuff had to be either compressed or in some cases just straight up redone, because even compressing them wasn't enough to achieve better optimization. So the PS2 version ended up being just like the bad version of the game. And then the original PC port that came out was actually built off of the PS2 version. So that also sucked. But that old PC port got replaced years ago now. And if you buy the game on PC, like on Steam nowadays, or even GOG, you get the new port that is significantly better and is built off of just an upgraded version of the GameCube. It still sold 21 million units, mostly in Japan. Like, if you were in Japan, it wasn't a big deal, the GameCube thing, but in the West, it was a huge deal. Because no one in the West, comparatively, especially, not no one, but like very few people in the West had a GameCube as opposed to a PS2. Or even a PS1. Oh, I do need that card key, don't I? And I need to cure this poison now, which is great. Jim, hurry it up. Jesus Christ, okay. NA sold the most? 12 million compared to 4 million? Really? 12 million in the US compared to PS2 is where I start to say comparatively though, right? Red hallway. Suffers of being the first that tried something new and different, like a growing pain. You think? I feel like RE4 is the one action horror RE game that just like, aside from maybe the RE4 remake, that just kind of like nailed it across the board and got it right. Like RE5 tried to recreate RE4 and in so many ways didn't manage to hit the same level of appeal. And then RE6 tried to actually meaningfully differentiate itself from 4 and 5 in a way that, in my opinion, just flat out did not work outside of like the mercenaries mode. Weirdly, RE6 feels like it was built for mercenaries more than anything else. The fucking single player campaigns in RE6, in my opinion, are pretty shit across the board. Which I know is a bit of a hot take among the RE6 enjoyers slash defenders even. Because like I'm more positive on 6 than most people. But like RE6's single player is not good. Those campaigns, those are rough. Like Leon's, bro, oh my God. I always say, I don't think people think that Leon's campaign is the best from like a gameplay standpoint. I think it's because it has the most like horror vibes early on, which even then it ditches those after the first like 2 chapters. And it's also the first one on the list. So in reality, it's going to be the first campaign that you play. And at that point, the game is still going to feel like fresh and new. And you don't have that level of fatigue that like I get every time I play RE6. I get a few chapters into it and bro, I'm done. Like I very rarely even make it through Leon's campaign without being like, okay, I'm bored. I don't want to play further. Like I'm good, actually. It happens to me every time. I don't have the passcode, son of a bitch. Gave up on 6 halfway through Leon's campaign and never played it again. Like every RE6 campaign has like the 5 chapters, right? They're all split into 5 chapters, except for Ada's, I believe was 4 if I remember right. Hers is a little shorter. The first 3 chapters in Leon's campaign are bad, gameplay-wise. Like, straight up, those are rough. The theming and stuff is kind of neat. Definitely, like, I think it carries a lot, but the gameplay in the first 3 chapters of Leon's campaign are brutal. Or is brutal, singular. Grammar, my bad. I think it really gets praised so much because it has the most like horror vibe to it, as well as it's the one that you play before the fatigue sets in. Because I think Chris and Jake's campaign, Jesus, my grammar right now, are way better from like a game design standpoint, and especially from a level design standpoint. But chapters 4 and 5 of Leon's campaign are way better. Significantly better than the first 3. Because like that's the point when Leon's campaign just says like, oh yeah, we're not even gonna pretend to be a horror game anymore. Like they stop pretending at that point and they go full like balls out. You crash a fucking plane through like half of Shanghai or whatever in the first 5 minutes of chapter 4. Like you literally wreck half of this fucking major city with one plane on the way down. It immediately stops pretending once you get to chapter 4. And at that point, it's way better. Like RE6, legitimately, when it just embraces what it is so much better than those first few chapters of Leon's campaign, where it's still like trying to trick you into being like, oh yeah, you see, it's still kind of a horror game a little bit. This is the horror campaign. That's the worst part of RE6 for me, legitimately. Because RE6 just needs to fucking embrace it and be like, yep, this is a big, dumb action game. And you're going to be doing big, dumb action game bullshit. That's the best part of 6, is that part of the game. Six is at its best in Mercenaries. It's because 6's gameplay is not that bad. 6's level design in the single player is fucking awful across all 4 campaigns. Like, all of them suffer from it. Chris's campaign probably suffers the least from the level design problem, because Chris's gameplay is more, like, suited to what RE6 at its core was built to be. And Jake's is behind that a little bit, but Jake's gets a little gimmicky. Like, even, I don't mind gimmicks that much as long as they're good, but Jake's gets pretty gimmicky at times. Chris's is mostly just like all-out action gameplay the whole way through, and it works. Like that's what the game is made for. So it feels natural. But man, too linear. It's like, even being linear would be fine, because like RE5 is mega linear. But I never at any point while I'm playing 5, I'm sitting there like, man, if only this wasn't so linear, you know? It's the level design is just not good for the most part in that game. I'm poisoned. I'm glad I grabbed that green herb, or blue herb. Five flows really well. Yeah. 5 has level design problems too, to be fair. I'm looking at like every bit of RE5 past like the opening village. And I'll throw one little hot take out there about RE5. That boat level, like right after the village, where you're going around on the boat to the different areas, like at your own pace, exploring that area as you want to. That's a really good level. I like that one. Genuinely. I've never minded that. I thought that was like one of the better parts of RE5. People talk about like the swamp level where you drive the boat around. The marshlands, thank you. A lot of people talk about that like it's awful. That's like one of the better parts of the game. Not the boat area. That was a bad way to say it. The boat area, when I say that, people think of the one at the end where they have all the enemies with guns and like the insta-kill chimeras and everything. That part sucks. But no, the little like marshland area where you drive the airboat, whatever it's called, around to the different locations. That's one of the better parts of 5. Yeah, it's like the RE4 lake part, but expanded. And that's a good part. Yeah, the area with the crocodiles. Yes, that area is good. Pretty much everything in 5 past, like, the village and the marshland, though, I hate all of it, level design-wise. It drives me fucking nuts, that game. Because, like, the core game is good. It's RE4. RE5 literally is RE4, gameplay-wise. With, like, little quality of life things here and there, and co-op, but, like, that's RE4. Plays the fucking same. It is the same game. Like, not even exaggerating, it just is. You know? But the level design and the encounter design and just a lot of stuff about RE5 lets it down. It misses the point of why RE4 was so successful in a lot of ways. Because RE4, just on the merit of like its core gameplay, would not have been successful like that if it had the level design and everything else of 5. Also, why is this hunter thought out? Did George already come through here? Was it Half-Life 2? I'm a liar. Yes, Half-Life 2 is the one that has the really long boat level. You're thinking of Half-Life 2. No, it's still frozen. Where the fuck is George also dead? I think yes. Yeah, that's a yes. Solo gym show from this point on. Woohoo. There we go. That's what I was trying to hit earlier. I hope they make the AI better. That is a big, like, make or break with RE5, to be fair. Although I have confidence that they will. This might be a sort of weird comparison, but hear me out. The issue with Sheva's AI in RE5, if you're playing without a second player, is that she has no sense of self-preservation and gets herself killed constantly, right? I would point my hopes that they would improve that to RE4 Remake Ashley's AI. She is so much better at staying out of the way and not getting herself killed compared to like OG RE4 Ashley, who you kind of have to babysit the whole time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like in 4 Remake, you barely have to worry about Ashley. She largely just stays the fuck out of the way. So I feel like if they just took that kind of behavior and applied it to Sheva, it would be way better. Like just that sense of self-preservation, if they could carry that over, while still balancing out like the fact that she probably will need to help shoot a lot of the time. If they can find that middle ground, I have confidence that they'll be able to improve that, like, drastically. Night and day difference sort of thing, you know? Would you want them to remake Rev 1? Not necessarily.
I found it!
Although, as much as I love the RE remakes, I think, like, I would want them to do 5 and 6 and maybe, or sorry, 5, 6, CV, and maybe 0, but 0's kind of iffy. 0 we can just leave in the past, to be real. Like, even plot-wise, 0 is not relevant to the rest of the series. And I kind of just prefer them to start making more original titles and not just remake everything. To be real. Like, if they do want to go back through and, like, polish up and... Oh, this is a broken shotgun. It's like, why the fuck can't I use this? Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. I would prefer new titles. Once they've gotten through that whole, like, fixing up the old era thing that they're kind of going through right now, which a lot of people say is unnecessary. I don't really mind. If they want to go back to their old games and improve upon them, I have no issue with that. But at a certain point, we're getting ridiculous and just remaking things for the sake of remaking them, and that's, in my opinion, kind of how a Revelations remake would feel. We're more likely to get an Outbreak remake over a Revelations one. Am I crazy for even saying something similar about Outbreak? I don't think Outbreak needs a remake. A re-release would be cool. Just a new game, honestly. Like, I would be so much more excited if they were like, we're doing Outbreak 3 as opposed to a remake, to be completely real. That would have me way more excited. That's not what I want. Fuck off! Can I just... They can't get you back here. Really? I never knew this. Do I need something from that? No, this just spawns in the boss, technically. I think they should have another company remaster the OG games, effectively like remake, keeping all the core elements like the layout and camera and everything like that. Well, remake is a remake. It's not just a remaster. It's definitely the closest to its original counterpart out of any of them. But remake also majorly changes the level design and the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. Adds in new story elements, adds in new gameplay systems. RE1 Remake is also a remake. I was just talking about it earlier. Like, the people who say that RE1 OG is like completely void because remake exists and is basically just a glorified remaster that's the same thing is insane to me, because it's just not true whatsoever. 3 Remake was a different company, and that's what I was about to say. 3 Remake was largely outsourced to M2. If you want one example of them actually outsourcing a remake, because they did for the most part, outsource 3 Remake. There were some internal Capcom devs, but that was largely handled by another Japanese developer called M2. 3 Remake was barely worked on by any actual Capcom staff. That was the one remake that they did outsource. M2? No. Not M2 like M2 digit, like M-TWO. Completely different company, believe it or not. Also a Japanese dev with the same name when you say it out loud, but different company. And originally M2 was working on the RE4 remake, but after the reception to RE3 remake, Capcom decided to bring it back in-house and have the main team who did RE2 remake work on it. Which I think paid off. For sure. Although M2 did separate ways for RE4 remake. Speaking of Project Zomboid, ever considered playing it? I have never really looked into Zomboid much at all. I have a couple friends who got really into it for a little bit, but I know little to nothing about it. From what I know, it seems like the kind of game that I would get pretty into, though, to be real. Seems like they're not really in the conversation. To be real, they're not. Like, Resident Evil spin-offs, some of them can be really surprisingly fun and enjoyable, but I don't think really any of them come close to the quality of the mainline entries. Like, I don't think there's any Resident Evil spin-off that's, like, rivaling one of the numbered games. Unless maybe you're talking about RE6. Low-hanging fruit, I know, but, like, maybe in that case, there are some spin-offs that are better than 6. I would say there are, but other than that, not really. Like, for me personally, when I'm actually talking about, like, the worst game in the RE franchise, spin-offs included, pretty much every contender that I'm going to throw out there is going to be a spin-off. Ooh. Man, fuck the herb. Oh, I can do this. I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good one, but I have one. I'm going to try to lure him back here. Like sorry, Hiccup, all the way. And slam him with the train car, if I can. Because he moves pretty slow. I think it worked. Take that, you big bitch. Another one. Oh. Hello? When power is restored. Oh god. Oh fuck. Let's try again. Okay, I might have to work a little harder than that. I just got like 3 crits in a row. 4. I just got a 4th one. 5. 6. For those that don't know, the controller vibrates like extra hard when you land a crit as opposed to a normal hit. That's how I know. Even though there's no like visual feedback, the feedback is all in your controller for crits and Outbreak. I think it's because I flipped the coin. The lucky coin. What the fuck? Why is the train moving all of a sudden? Who did that? Did he do that? Oh my god. You can hold L1 to reload the gun? No shot. I don't think I have bullets right now to test it. That would be some elite ball knowledge that I've never heard of until now, if true. Yeah, I don't have ammo to test with. Unfortunate. Man, hard mode solo boss fight with Jim. This is not my greatest run of below freezing point, let me tell you. But I think we can make it work. Seems to be going well, all things considered. Get his ass. Get him. Let's go. Jim gets it done. Who needs a shotgun? Jim doesn't. I'll tell you what.
What's the point of this kind of research? That's what I don't get. Whatever. As long as I'm never that cold again.
Yep. Jim. Were the newer MP only RE games that monetized? What do you mean? Oh, I see. In response to they won't make an online game if they don't find a way to monetize the shit out of it. They weren't very monetized, to be real. Both of them, you could buy like microtransactions and stuff to speed up your progression. But Resistance, if you play like without buying any microtransactions, you could unlock pretty much everything in the game within like 30, 40-ish hours of playtime. Which for a multiplayer game that you're supposed to replay like over and over and over is beyond reasonable in my opinion. Compared to most multiplayer games, like bro, I'm like 200 hours into Black Ops 7 this year. I don't even have like half the shit unlocked, you know? So in my mind, compared to most multiplayer games, that's beyond reasonable. And then Reverse was like even faster. I played, I shit you not, like 6 hours of Reverse for the review. And I had more than half of the stuff unlocked in the entire game. So like both of them were the case of you could spend money to progress faster, but you did not need to spend money by any means. There was nothing that could only be unlocked by spending money in either of those games. So, in my opinion, the monetization model for both of them were like super reasonable. That is way nastier than it looks in the actual scenario. Dogs? Where are there Cerberus in this game? Am I crazy, or are there not Cerberus in this game? I don't like the liquor design in Outbreak. Even the concept art. No. No. Saw your video on Requiem earlier. Your point on Grace's voice actress reminded me some of the people online are being over her stuttering. As someone who does that just as bad, people suck. I've already watched your Requiem video a couple times. Damn. It's only been out for like, well, I'm doing math, 6.5 hours? That's like an hour-long video. Slicker looks like a crackhead. I'm not gonna disagree. You're actually kind of right. Where's the liquor one? This one, I think. Yeah. I don't know. It's so skinny. It's so like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But that's progress. I already first tried 2 of the 5 scenarios on hard mode. It's harder. Like, I have to put in a little more effort compared to normal single player, but I still wouldn't really say that the hard mode is all that hard. Although the Hive loves to find a way to fuck me over every time. So this, if any scenario is going to kill my momentum here, it's going to be the Hive. Oh yeah, there are 2 dogs that burst through the window in like the little lobby area in the Hive. That's right. That's right. There are Cerberus in this game. Because I was sitting there like, where do they even appear? But that is right.
Uh-huh.
Heads.
Did you find something?
Tails, fuck. Heads.
Uh-huh.
Dear God.
Heads.
Did you find it?
Fuck. I forget how exactly the coin, like, crit increase works. Do you lose the crit bonus once you get tails? Like, do you have to get a certain amount of heads in a row to keep the bonus?
Did you find something?
Or is it just total? There's 1. Yes? Okay, I thought so. 2. I'm gonna try to get 3 and then probably just cut my losses and get going.
Hey there!
Did you find
Fuck's
anything?
sake, because the virus gauge is running, so I can't spend all day doing this, right? But I would like to get like a 75% increase.
Did you see anyone else?
Pretty sure it's 25 per heads in a row.
Just had a thought. Did you find it?
Like last game, I was running around with a 50% bonus, I think. Heads.
Did you find something?
Dear
Heads.
God.
I have 50% now, if I am remembering right.
Hey!
Fuck, I lost it. Maybe I should just settle for 2.
Are you making any progress?
Heads.
Did you find it?
That's 1.
It's over.
Please. 2. Three. Is False going to play the new Fatal Frame remake at some point? I think she's planning on playing it on YouTube next week.
Please, do not be alarmed. I'm a doctor in this hospital. I must say that this hospital is not an
Oh, it's
ideal place to take
15%
shelter.
for 1,
It's not as
30%
safe as
for
it looks
2.
outside. I myself have decided to get out of here as soon as possible.
Doesn't it double your crit rate on 4, though? Does it just jump up at a certain point, or what? That's exciting. Yeah, I've seen, apparently, it has some big technical issues, unfortunately. But aside from that, people seem to be pretty positive on it.
I just had a thought.
For the most part.
Is there nothing you?
I also saw some people saying that, like, it loses some of Fatal Frame 2's original charm in places. But I'm not familiar enough to really know if there's any merit to that. That's kind of a big thing, though. Yeah, apparently performance is shit on consoles and PC. Like, regardless of what you're playing on, apparently it runs like ass. You can do this as many times as you like. However, if at any point the coin lands on tails, the entire bonus will be reset. So is it just 15% per and it's uncapped?
Oh.
Is that what I'm supposed to take away from that?
Oh my god!
Oh, it caps at 100. But it takes more than 4 flips to get to 100.
What?
Hi!
There we go. Got myself a gun.
Can anyone hear me?
Thank you, George. But yeah, apparently the game runs like shit, which is very unfortunate. Although, we kind of knew that was going to be an issue after the demo came out. Because I've been kind of, like, looking into it a little bit for Falsa's sake. So that she at least has a reasonable expectation going in, and it's not, like, a major disappointment or anything, right? And when the demo on the PS5 came out, like, immediately, people were like, yeah, the PS5 Pro is running at 30 FPS cap and constantly dropping below it.
Oh, the bloody elevator.
And that's when I was like, oh.
I'm trying to figure out why.
That's not good.
Seems the electricity
and I was just praying maybe it was the PS5 version
pathway.
only, but it seems like it's the PC version too.
See if
now
this
that
works.
it's fully out. It seems like the PC version also runs like ass. Like, when I went and looked at the reviews, every review on it was like, I like this game, but it runs like shit. Like, every single review that wasn't like a 10 out of 10 was saying exactly that, pretty much. Maybe there's a better choice after CV. I think after CV, 1 remake is a good choice. I would go with that, personally. This can be stacked with no limit, allowing 100% chance of critical hits. I love how it says, stacked with no limit, up to this limit. But okay.
Burn in hell. I'm not.
What the fuck? I couldn't do the flop. I was trying there to do it to not get grabbed. I got lucky and didn't get grabbed. But if the player gets tails even once, it reverts to 0. Yeah, so right now I have a 45% bonus is what I'm taking away from that. Which is a damn good bonus. Is it a good idea to replay 1 OG before 1 remake? You could if you wanted to. I wouldn't say it's necessary by any means. But you could. Who owns the Fatal Frame IP, chat?
Hello
Is it
there.
Koei Tecmo? Am I right about that? Trying to remember. I know so little about Fatal Frame. I basically know what I've heard from other people when it comes to that franchise, and that's about it. I know basically nothing about it.
What's happening?
I'm not sure, but I think Koei. Koei feels right, but I have no idea, to be honest. Koei Tecmo and Nintendo. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Nintendo Yeah. I forget how heavily involved Nintendo is with Fatal Frame. Like, for a long time now. That's not even like a recent thing for me to be forgetting. Like, I legit helped False Out with sourcing and like patching and all that a Wii copy of the original Fatal Frame 4 as opposed to the remake of it. So I don't know how I forgot about the Nintendo relationship. Why is the status of the dots slowly going up? This is Resident Evil Outbreak, motherfucker. Because it's the virus gauge is what it's called. So as you play the scenario, you slowly become more and more infected.
I don't know.
And if it hits 100, you just die instantly. It basically just puts a timer on your run. If you take too long, you just fail. And you gotta go again. Four was on the Wii, 5 was on Switch, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the Nintendo relationship. Oh yeah, try holding. You're right about the L1 thing, life-changing. Thank you. How the fuck did I not know about that before? That is a crazy thing to just randomly learn this far into playing the game, too. Yeah, it goes up by a chunk every time you take damage as well, on top of just being a timer. To discourage flipping the coin for an hour. I think the main reason that it existed, the timer on each scenario,
Find it?
because the amount of time it takes to hit 100 varies depending on which scenario you're playing too. Like, it goes up really fast on this one because this is the shortest scenario in the game.
Oh my god.
So they give you a stricter time limit because it's so easy to fly through this one anyway. But like, I'm pretty sure that the primary reason it exists was so that the servers didn't get too clogged up on multiplayer. But then, even when you're playing single player like I am here, it's still there. Although, the virus gauge fills up a lot slower in single player than in multiplayer. Like, it gives you more time in single player, but it's still there. I'll swap one of the handguns. The handgun was just extra ammo, to be honest. An extra 15 shots if I didn't use it elsewhere. I want that zombie to come into here. Oh, God. I might have to give up on that dream, though. Does the leech man know? Can't slow it down with heals. It pauses for a very short time when you heal. And there's an item called, like, virus pill or something like that. No! That will pause it from going up for a short time. But for the most part, it's just constant. Like, the little delay that you get from using generic recovery items is very little. Jesus Christ. Where did my AI partners go? We're on hard difficulty, so to be honest, they might just be dead. To be so real, they could just be dead. I never raised that shutter. Son of a bitch. Oh, I double quick turned. Woo! The dog. Okay, I'm fine. To heaven? They might have gone to heaven. Hello, Hobbit. One of the 2 dogs this game had? Yeah, I found one. Oh my God, the leech man is still in here. I hear him. horrifying, this game, I tell you. There's your dogs. Yeah, that's one of them. That's the only one that I can remember, though. Where was the other one? Did you say decisions? Oh, is it out back? Is there a dog out in, like, the back lot of the university the first time that you go there?
What?
Is that where it is in Decisions? Cindy lived. Cindy is still alive. Just endlessly wandering around without guns, pretty much. They mostly just die by the end of each scenario in single player. I'm used to just having them wander around a little bit, but they don't last long.
Hey there.
But hey, there's Cindy.
Did you find anything?
I picked up.
It's over.
Give up already.
What's that?
Let's just try to stay calm.
Passage A. Is that one of the hallways?
Oh my
God. Yeah, one of the hallways. Okay.
Shoo! Kiss my ass, bitch!
Kiss my ass, bitch! Sorry, that's his best line. It gets me every time. I forget that he has that, but then when he randomly says it, I can't help but yell it out. I don't know why he has that line. Capcom was cooking with the Outbreak characters, I tell you.
What?
Really?
This reloading is changing the entire way I play this game. This is fucking glorious. Oh no.
My life is shit. Shoo!
I was hoping for kiss my ass, but I'll take that too. No. Yeah, okay. Go, Jim! Fuck. Oblivion being Oblivion for 7 minutes. I love those fucking Oblivion clips. When the remaster of Oblivion came out about this time last year, I was like reliving all of those classic clips and false played it for the first time through the remaster and got to experience like Oblivion NPC behavior for herself for the first time. And so I started like sending her all of the classic ones. God, those videos are so good. The NPCs sound like Dead Rising. They really do. There's nothing in that locker. I got trolled. Is there nothing in this room at all on hard mode? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, that's ridiculous if true. Okay, I'll come back for that aid spray. Because the key card, you only need once. This key card. And then you need another one for later. Oh, wait, that's a safe room. I should have the documents for the elevator code, I think.
What's wrong?
Damn it. I gotta press the button more. Red chemical plus 2, 3, 4, 5. So Carmine. 2, 3, 5. Sorry. The 2 was my brain working. It's 3, 5, 5, 5. Is that right? It's plus 2, 3, 4, 5? 3, 5, 5, 5. That is right. Fucking Resident Evil Outbreak. Carmine. It's not a real color. You can't change my mind. It sounded so stupid that I had to like double check. I'm like, is that actually my number? It is. 3555. Is it ever optimal to hide in a locker? Not really. Like, it can help sometimes. But like in this scenario, which is probably the one where you would think it would be helpful with the Leech Man stalker going around. He always knows where you are. Regardless. Fuck's sake. Speak of the devil. So, it's an interesting idea. They just thought it was cool in MGS2. To be fair, for the time that MGS2 came out, it was very cool. Before hiding in lockers became like the generic indie horror game thing, it was cool back in the day. It was a cool idea. I don't think there was anything there. MGS2 was so cool for when it came out, and 3. And 4 and 5 and Peace Walker. What a franchise. I just got a comment this morning, actually, on my MGS Delta video from someone who was like, man, I love your videos. I'm just coming off of your RE videos, watching the other things now. Giving Delta a higher score than 4 Remake is crazy talk. And I saw that this morning and I was like, well, it's not that crazy. It's like, it's MGS3, you know? How crazy is it? Like, I love 4 Remake, but MGS3? I've been replaying this as a 4-stack on the fan server. I unironically love this game. I definitely, like, Outbreak, I kind of suspected this when I did the review and I was more mixed on it overall. This is a game that gets way better after you've already played it once. Like, every time you replay Outbreak, it becomes more enjoyable, for sure. Just going back to it with an actual understanding of, like, how the mechanics work and where you're supposed to go and everything makes this game way smoother. Playing it as a total noob, blind, without any friends who know what they're doing or anything, was a rough experience. Like, the first time experience with Outbreak is brutal. But playing it like this, so much better. Play Armored Core again. I scheduled Armored Core for sometime soon, like in the next couple weeks soon. Don't think like next few days. I scheduled out like my next 2 weeks just the other night, and I threw Armored Core in there. I have a plan. Please, thank you. One-shotting below freezing point minutes from becoming a zombie is a core memory for me. Yeah, Outbreak is good, man. But you really, like, that first time playing it and feeling it out, like you said, it has a charm to it, but it's very frustrating. Like, this game is super punishing, and so not having an understanding of it and just getting fucked over by mechanics that you don't understand yet is brutal in this game. Once you understand it, though, and you're able to work within the mechanics, it's great. It's so good. But it can be brutal.
Oh my god.
Does Outbreak have a 100% completion tracker? Kind of in-game, but it's a bit... What's it? It doesn't track straight up percentage. So basically, it's just like an all unlockables run. It's just like filling out that gigantic... This game has so many unlockables. For those not familiar, this game has a fuck ton to unlock in it. And then Outbreak File 2, like the standalone expansion for it that just added a bunch of new scenarios and stuff, has just as many unlockables and also came out like right after. Like less than a year after. So that's also in release order the next game after Outbreak that I have for this series. So Outbreak 1 is going to take a while, and then as soon as I'm done with this, we go straight into Outbreak 2. I think it does hold the record for most unlockables in an RE game. That would make sense to me. Like, I can't think of any other RE game that has as many unlockables as the Outbreak games. There are just so many for like every little thing that you could possibly think of. Oh my god, Jim, please give me the quote that I want right as I load back in. I beg you. I'm gonna press the button, the speech button, and I'm praying that he says it. Give him the one-liner, Jim. Damn it. I tried. Let it be known.
Find something?
I tried.
Isn't there anything we can use? How about this? What? How are things going? No.
He's not saying it. I was trying to get him to immediately just yell, "Kiss my ass, bitch!" He refuses to say it as soon as I have a funny moment for it. That might be my favorite line in this game. Jim just randomly yelling, "Kiss my ass, bitch."
Don't come any closer.
Hey!
I'm surprised Cindy lived. I don't even remember who else was with us. I think it was George. He has to be dead. I haven't seen George in so long. He's 100% dead.
We have to go. Oh my god.
Dear God.
Oh my god.
Cindy's probably not far from dead.
What?
George is alive? Where have you been? He's in good health too. I'm going back for the first aid spray I left on B1. Doesn't each character have a special trait? Each character has a few special traits. There's a lot of hidden depth to each character that the game, at least in-game, doesn't really teach all that well. A lot of it is kind of just shit that would make you go, how did the community ever even figure that out? But each character does have a few things that make them unique.
Oh my god.
Like, Cindy has an extra 4 spaces in her inventory. She has like a little pouch, but that pouch can only be used for healing items. So she can carry an extra 4 items, but only recovery items. George can make medicine out of herbs. So basically he can take like a simple green herb and make it way better without needing other herbs to combine with it. And he can do that with all the different herbs, but just for sake of example. I want her to at least make it to the boss fight, man. She's hanging in there right now. Jim, who I'm playing right now, has his lucky coin in its own little dedicated slot. And if you land on heads, it boosts his crit chance. And you can stack it multiple times over to give him like crazy crit chance. Oh my god, I dropped the padlock key forgetting what it was for. But as soon as you hit tails on the coin flip, you lose all the bonus that you have. But like at the start of this scenario, I kept flipping my coin trying to get lucky.
Please help.
I got 3 heads in a row. So I have like a 45% boosted critical shot chance right now. And as long as I don't flip my coin and land on tails again, I keep that critical shot chance. And he has the ability to play dead, which I forget the button for it. Who's the worst character? I wouldn't say there really is like a worst character, because they each just have very different and unique things that they bring to the table. I don't feel like there's necessarily a best or worst character in Outbreak, to be real.
Listen to me!
What is the button for it?
Oh my god.
Oh, I found it!
Don't scare me. Hello there.
This is the play dead, but your infection rate goes up if you do it.
Why now?
I found the button. I was pressing the wrong thing earlier when I was trying to do it. I guess laying on the floor stacks that infection pretty quick. but he can play dead. All right, Cindy. Try to make it through alive this time. I mean, have you seen the floor? Fair. It's not the cleanest floor. All right, spare first aid spray, should we need it. I'm not using it on Cindy, she don't need it. Cindy is the bait. It's good to have bait in this boss fight. Cindy is my bait this time. This boss fight is stupid. I'm so ready to do it all over again and be annoyed and just like, why?
Well,
Cindy fucking died again.
Dear God.
The fact that I even got the prompt about leaving her behind, she's dead again.
What?
Thank you.
I found her.
Over. Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Give me a break.
There we go. I was trying to open the door. She's not dead yet. She's got to be close. She's got to be right about there. All right, she's with us this time. Let's go. Typical Cindy. But also, like, each character has, like, their own, you know, health values, and the virus gauge actually has different timings based on who you play, too. Like, certain characters take longer to get infected than others. There's just a whole lot of, like, different stuff between all the characters in Outbreak. That for the most part, new players will not understand how to use properly, and veteran players will be able to, like, go fucking crazy with any character once they actually understand it all. Like, someone who actually understands how to play David and, like, make all of the different weapons and stuff that he can make as you play through a scenario, that stuff is crazy. George.
Somebody help!
Oh my God.
There goes Cindy. George won't be long for this world either. Shit.
Don't give up. Hello? Help!
Shit. Cindy just died. Because his gun is not hard to understand and pot shot. Yeah, Kevin is good. Very easy to make solid use of. I feel like Mark is a really nice new player character too, because he's so tanky. And he just has a normal handgun in its own dedicated slot. So that frees up an inventory space. He's hard to kill. Always has a gun. You don't need to go around and find one at the start of a scenario. Mark is very easy to pick up and play too.
They're not stopping.
Oh, wrong button. My bad.
Help me!
Japanese control scheme. I forget I'm on a JP copy. Again.
Help! Hey!
Shit. The reason I say this boss is stupid for the non-Outbreak players is because you basically just lure it to the end. But if you get too far away, it stops moving towards you.
Come on, is anyone there? Help!
It's just very finicky and annoying to get through.
Please help! Please help!
Yeah, you can kill it with guns. But I pretty much never have ammo for it. That first aid spray disappeared. Did George have it or something? No? Okay. Shit, man. Jim is like the opposite of a tanky character. Please keep moving, thank you. Oh my god. Did you not use it? No. I did not use it. George may have used it. Come on. Move. No. No. Don't make me. Don't make me. What is my move here? What is my play? Fuck. Oh my god. We did it. Now we get the fuck out. You played a Sonic game before? I've played a handful, but none of them have ever really done it for me. I'm not a Sonic fan. Awesome RE9 review, thank you. Appreciate it. I guess I should have grabbed the first aid spray before starting the fight. No, I never picked up the aid spray. I left it there on the shelf because I was figuring I would run back for it. But I think that one of them may have picked it up and used it. Find anything on Claire Redfield in Requiem? She's mentioned once, but other than that, she has no involvement with Requiem. It's okay, I'll get there eventually. Anytime, really. There we go. Jesus. Mentioned? Yeah, she gets mentioned by name once, but other than that, no involvement. Who mentions her? Sherry.
I hate insects! And if that weren't enough, my clothes and shoes are ruined from trudging through this damn sewer. But I guess that's a small price to pay for still being alive. I wonder how long my luck's gonna last.
Fucking Jim, man. New costume, new movie. Okay. Most real person about this whole situation. Be rage-inducing if your infection went to 100 on the walkout. Thankfully, it didn't. It is stream end time, but I can at least buy things. Okay. Hold on. Like, this great concept art that I need to collect all of. Buy them all and then look. I think that's a gamma right there. That looks like the Tyrant, probably. Oh, yeah, okay. The hanging liquor boss. The gamma. And the Tyrant, yeah. Sweet. Making good progress on all of the unlocked concept art. What does Sherry say about Claire and Requiem? Pretty much nothing. She's talking to Leon about the outbreak and just says that she remembers Claire like carrying her into the Umbrella lab when she was sick, but that's about it. Anyway, it's about that time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy it and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like Metal Gear, Yakuza, Ace Combat, all sorts of stuff on top of the RE 100%. So come back for any of it. It's all good stuff, I think. No bias, of course. Also, if you enjoyed, leave a like. Helps out with algorithm and stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything else outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. If you're on the YouTube side, things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. If you're on Twitch, you'll be able to find stuff like that on the channel page, in the chat commands, whatever you're looking for, it's there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, it's going to play a demo video. Damn it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.